Square Media is proud to present to you the best Quad City sports talk radio show in the world. With the face who runs the place, T-Roy, the OG on the marquee, Jaybird, and the cat who runs the chat with the stats, Statman Surge. We are Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We're not a Quad City sports talk radio show. We're not the Quad City sports talk radio show. We are your Quad City sports talk radio show. Welcome to the conversation, Quad Cities. But first, the Dawn.
We are family. I got sexual chocolate with me. Jaybirds in the house. T-Roy, it's a beautiful Monday morning out there at Quad Cities. Enjoy the weather today. A balmy 68 degrees, I believe it's going to get.
Supposed to get up 68?
That's what I heard. It's a rumor on the streets.
Oh, man.
Yeah. What are we doing in the studio?
Patio weather,
We
party
should be
weather.
out there working on our tans, bud.
Yeah. It's good, almost bikini season.
It is.
That's right.
I got my bikini on under my shorts.
Yeah, do you?
Thong. Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty nice.
All right.
Leopard print.
Yeah, well, yep.
Yeah.
That's a visualization that everybody needs out there in the
Oh,
radio
it's beautiful,
world.
Jay.
Yeah, it's March 8th.
I don't know if you ever see me naked, Jay, but it's a sight.
It's a sight, is it?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
March 8th. In case you haven't noticed on social media these days, I tell you, and we forget to do this way too much. But thanks to everyone out there that reminded me that it's something national on the National Day calendar. If it's not Son's Day or your pet or something like that, then it can be something. Today is International Women's Day.
We'll celebrate women today.
That's right. International Women's Day on March 8th each year celebrates the social, economic, and political achievements of women around the world. The day also brings international awareness to gender parity. According to the World Economic Forum, global gender equality is estimated to be achieved by 2133. Gender equality is equal access to the same rights and opportunities regardless of gender. Okay. Well, happy International Women's Day. You know how you can observe today: attend a lecture or seminar or festival, organize an event, speak or perform at a local fundraiser, participate in a march for women's equal rights. Is there marches today anywhere?
I don't know.
Learn about the women who paved the way.
First to me knowing it. I celebrated International Women's Day by giving my wife a hug.
There you go.
There you go. Didn't even know it either.
It's also National Women's History Month, so there is that. But not to be outdone, it's also National Peanut Cluster Day.
Whoa.
Yeah. Melted chocolate mixed with peanuts makes a perfect combination for sweet and salty deliciousness.
I love a peanut cluster.
It's National Proofreading Day. I think a lot of you could really use this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Proofread your tweets?
There you go.
Your Facebook posts?
Yep. This day promotes mistake-free writing. Carefully review all your letters and documents to make a positive and a professional impression.
Get after it, Jay.
Yeah. And it's National Oregon Day. Hey, congratulations to the Beaver State.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know why it's on this day. Oregon became the 33rd state on Valentine's Day, but some reason they're doing it on March 8th. So, National Oregon Day and Peanut Cluster and International Women's Day. So,
well, they couldn't do it on Valentine's Day.
Also, in this day in history, the New York Stock Exchange Board was formed. It's exciting stuff.
Duke and Duke?
Yeah. Okay, you mentioned at the beginning, did you happen to watch Coming to America this weekend?
Yes, I did.
Coming to America.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you?
No. I got busy. I was busy all day on Sunday with volleyball.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't as good as the first, but it was fine.
I did watch the first one beforehand, though, but
definitely laughed.
It was PG-13, so did they tame it down a little bit?
Yeah, there wasn't
a lot of cussing.
Not really, no. As I remember.
You know, because that's a classic scene when he goes to the apartment or whatever else, or even there's a lot of cussing at the beginning, right when he gets to Queens.
Oh yeah,
in the original
barbershop.
Yeah, barbershop, the landlord.
Yeah,
him when he comes out there. Good morning, neighbors. F you, yes. F you too. So
yeah,
those are like some of the scenes I really like. All right. Also, this weekend we saw Iowa play Wisconsin. and they won 77-73. It was the longest, 90 seconds of my life at the end of that game.
Why?
Oh, and technical fouls, reviews. It was the longest 90 seconds ever.
Yeah.
And people say that baseball's boring. But big win for the Hawkeyes. With the win, Iowa won its NCAA best 8th contest against an AP Top 25 opponent. Iowa finishes the season winning 7 of its last 8 games. It was senior day. Austin Ash, Michael Baird, Jordan Bohannon, and Luka Garza. Garza, speaking of, amassed 21 points, 16 rebounds, and 3 blocks. So good for Iowa, though. It was their 7th Quad 1 victory of the season, and now they're going to end up, like you said, T. Right? Iowa's going to be the number 3 seed at the 2021 Big Ten tournament, and they'll play Friday evening in the quarterfinals. And then if they win that, they go on to play
the winner of whoever Illinois plays.
That's right. Also, on yesterday, Luka Garza's number 55 was retired. He joins 8 other former Hawkeyes to have their number retired. Couple people, and some names are on here. So the people that their numbers have been retired: Carl Kane, number 21; Ronnie Lester, number 12; Bill Logan, 31; Sharm Schuerman, 46; Bill Seberg, 22, who, by the way, has lifted it, and he let Patrick McCaffrey wear 22, or was it Connor? Patrick, yep, 22, because of special significance. And I believe it's a friend of Patrick's that passed away, and so he wears it in honor of him. So Bill Seberg, we appreciate you. Bill Schaaf, number 33, Greg Stokes, 41, Chris Street, number 40, and B.J. Armstrong's number 10 are all retired. Now 55 will be as well. Some of the things about him, I am surprised Roy Marble's number wasn't retired.
Yeah.
Because the All-American broke his scoring record. He leads the nation in total points this season with 642. Player efficiency rating, 30-point games. He's got 7 of them. He's the only men's basketball player in Big Ten history to accumulate 2,000 points, 850 rebounds, 125 block shots, and 100 three-pointers. Garza, the only Hawkeye in school history to amass 4 400-point seasons and 2 600-point seasons. You know, at first, my first response was, I don't know. Kind of felt bad for my boy AC.
Why? Because that was his number 2?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But knowing AC, he would have been like, yeah. He'd retire it for him, knowing AC.
Right.
It's not like he would, but that was my first thing, and then I was kind of like, well, what about J-Bo? He's gonna I think he might even have. He could probably have another year eligibility. I don't even know. He's gonna be 32 years old and be a senior, but he's gonna go down. He's the all-time assist leader.
Right. Well, I mean, listen, we love J-Bo. It's fine, but the accomplishments that Garza did were very significant.
It's very impressive, yeah. Yeah. So, the list on here that he has in Iowa history is insane.
What number 1 in scoring?
Yeah. He is the list in scoring, total field goals made, field goal attempts, and 40-point games. He's second in 30-point games with 12. He's 4th in double-doubles of all time with 33. 5th in rebound with 895. 5th in block shots. 8th in free throws makes. And 13th in three-pointers made. So he's solid. There's no doubt about that. Also this weekend, the University of Iowa wrestling team claimed the Big Ten title. They had 4 champions in this.
4, they had 6 going for it, right?
I think so, yeah.
So who all won it? What and who beat who? How did it go down? Can you run that down to me? Because I was paying attention.
Alex Marinelli won his 3rd straight 165-pound conference title.
Marinelli at 165.
Spencer Lee defended his 125 championship, and then Jaden Ironman, who came from Missouri, won his first Big Ten, and Michael Kemmerer won his first Big Ten championship, leading Iowa to their 2nd straight Big Ten title.
So those 4 took it. So then we had 2 number 2s then.
Yep. Let's see here. Yeah, DeSanto lost at 133, and Caleb Young lost at 157.
How close were those benches?
5-2 and 6-0.
Wow.
Yeah, Spencer Lee got a tech fall in his final. He beat Devin Schroeder of Purdue. And then, RBY, Roman Bravo Young of Penn State beat Austin DeSanto 5-2. Jaden Ironman beat Nick Lee, number 2 at Penn State, 6-5. Ryan Deacon beat Caleb Young 6-0. Alex Marinelli beat number 3 Ethan Smith 3-2. And Chem Dog defeated Carter Soroshi from Penn State. Nelson Brands got 4th place, which is huge because he was a 9 seed. That's important. Things like that that's what you want to see. You want your guys to wrestle to their seed or above.
Right.
Jacob Warner he was a 3 seed, he got 3rd, and Tony Cassiope, the heavyweight, was a 3 seed and he got 3rd as well.
Who won the heavyweight? Did that big kid from Gableman? Yeah,
Gableman won it. Gable Stevenson. So let's see. Iowa had their four champions. Penn State had 2, and that's the only other one as school that had multiple. So now 9 of the Hawkeyes earned automatic berths to the national tournament in St. Louis, March 18th and the 20th. The Big Ten Conference Tournament is one of 7 NCAA qualifying tournaments across the country. The NCAA will announce tournament qualifiers Tuesday. Iowa's Max Mernon did not earn an automatic qualifying spot, but is eligible for an at-large bid at 149, which he probably will get. The brackets will be released on Wednesday at 5 o'clock on NCAA Selection Show. That will be on NCAA.com. And Spencer Lee was named the Big Ten Conference Wrestler of the Year for the 2nd straight year. Tom Brands was named the Big Ten Conference Coach of the Year for the 2nd straight year and the 5th time in his career. He has won the award more than any other coach in school history. So that was a big win for them, and that's great. Other things about today. Did you see this at all yesterday on ABC and then ESPN did it?
Probably not.
Okay, 50 years ago.
Okay, 1971.
1971, March 8th, 1971.
Ali Frazier fight.
That's right, the fight of the century. 50 years ago today, Joe Frazier defeated Muhammad Ali in 15 rounds by unanimous decision at the Madison Square Garden. It was billed as the fight of the century, and it's widely regarded as the biggest boxing match in history and arguably the most anticipated and hyped sporting event ever. Ali was 31-0 with 25 knockouts. And at the time was kind of the face of the anti-war movement, and Joe Frazier was more of the conservative pro-war movement. So, but yes, 20,455 fans attended this event. It was just a huge, huge event. I remember this story. Frank Sinatra finagled an assignment as a ringside photographer for Life magazine so he could get closer. Yeah, so the rematch that they had after that was the Super Fight and the Thrill of Manila. Ali won both of those. But they did a good job putting that together. They had round by round stuff and like who won it and everything. It was kind of cool. And I thought, I don't know if they aired it yesterday or whatever. I thought there was supposed to be a 3-hour special about the GOAT, going through different sports, like who is the GOAT. But maybe that's next week. We are, by the way, it is also today.
Okay.
1 year ago. Not so much 1 year ago, but this week. This week was the last week we ever had a normal
week.
Yes,
yeah.
A year ago. It's been a year now.
Don't bring it up.
It's been a year.
Yeah.
So a year ago during this week, spring training in baseball was canceled. But now we have spring training. It's going on just fine. As a matter of fact, we're 24 days away from opening day. 8,000 fans are going to be allowed into White Sox and the Cubs. The mayor said. So Wrigley and Guaranteed Rate are going to have fans. Well, I mean, it's something, though.
I know.
All the stadiums last year were empty until the NLCS. That's when they moved it. Obviously, they had remote locations. The Nationals got denied, so they're at 0% capacity. A's, Angels, Dodgers, and Padres play in California, obviously. They're less than 1%. But California Gavin Newsom has lifted some restrictions on Friday, so there is a possibility they can get up to 20% by opening day. Tigers are at 3%, Yankees and Mets at 10%, Red Sox at 12%. Blue Jays are at 15%, but I don't know what they're going to do because they play in Canada. The Rays are at 17%, Pirates, Phillies, Giants at 20%, Marlins, Brewers, Diamondbacks, Rockies, Astros at 25%. Reds, Indians, and Royals, 30%. Cardinals at 32%. Weird. So, vaccinated or not, players will be required to wear masks at all times unless they're actively playing or warming up. There will be contact tracing that they have going on. Players may not attend indoor gatherings of 10 or more people and not permitted to leave the hotel during road trips other than for team activities, medical reasons, or exercise or approved dining. Ugh.
No more slump busting, Jay.
No more slump busting. That's right. That is exactly how you read that.
Oh, my God.
Some of the rules the changes that are, I could just say that are the hangover from last season. The 7-inning doubleheaders will be there, and extra innings rule start. The runner on second, that's going to stay. But the DH is back to being AL only. And 10 teams will make the playoffs instead of the 16 like we had before. The plan is to play the full 162-game season. And then also last night, you had the NBA All-Star Game. Team LeBron beat Team Durant 170-150.
Who cares?
Yep.
Didn't watch an ounce of it. Could care less.
I watched the 3-point contest. I didn't watch any of the dunk contest.
Steph Curry.
Yeah, Steph Curry. He defeated Mike Conley to win the 3-point contest.
Who's Mike Conley?
He's a basketball player.
Never heard of him.
He's pretty good.
Is he?
Yeah,
is he a starter?
No, he actually he ended up getting added lately. There was like a big thing that they thought he got snubbed at the All-Star, but he ended up getting added. Okay. LeBron is now 4-0 as an All-Star Game captain. And Chris Paul passed Magic Johnson for the most assists in All-Star Game history last night. He had 16 assists. Anthony Simmons topped Obi Toppin to win the dunk contest. Becomes Portland Trail Blazers' first ever basketball player to win the dunk contest, which makes me want to look at the list and figure out what teams still have not had a dunk contest winner. I bet you. I'm going to take a look at the break. I'm going to take a look at that. I bet you it's more than you think.
Let's see. We know the Atlanta Hawks have.
Okay.
We know the Bulls have.
Yeah, we know that.
That's all I care about.
Well, 76ers probably, right?
Dr. J probably won one.
Yeah. We'll pull up the list.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, and Bryson DeChambeau won the Arnold Palmer Invitational.
DeChambeau?
That's right.
Let him go.
Speaking of golf,
Yeah.
talk to our boy Mike Martin.
Yeah.
Out at Hidden Hills. It's opening day out there.
Is it really?
That's right. Opening day out at Hidden Hills.
Gotta be a little soggy, but it's gonna be beautiful.
That's right, it is. But because it's soggy, it's walking only.
Oh boy.
So it's on a first come first serve basis. It's only $14 to play.
That's pretty cheap.
That is cheap, isn't it?
Yeah.
Get some exercise, enjoy the weather.
Yeah. We should go.
No.
Oh, you don't like to golf?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to go, but I appreciate.
Well, let's just shut the show down. Let's go.
Just shut the show down and go, huh?
Yeah, come on, man.
More golf news.
Uh-oh. Tiger?
No.
No.
Is Tiger going to play again?
Yeah. Just let him recover. In a bad car accident.
I think only because he's such a huge competitor that I think he'll
play again.
Okay. Phil Mickelson has fallen out of the top 100 in the official world golf ranking for the first time since 1993. It's a pretty good 28-year run, right?
Oh, yeah. That's a great run.
Yeah. So feel bad for Lefty, but hey, it's a good run. Yeah, so we're the Hidden Hill's gonna go on. You guys know all about it. If you need more information, go ahead and call out there 563-332-5616. That's at 4335 Indiana Avenue in Bettendorf. You can find more information at hiddenhills-golf.com. And we're gonna start back up with our DFS on Wednesdays with Mike Martin. So we'll come in, we'll get a team going, all that stuff. But all right, we're gonna take our break for the hour. Here on ESPN 1170 AM, Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. It is March 8th, 2021.
All right, you guys, you know the routine. You need to stop asking people on social media for advice on where to get your oil changed or where you're going to grab some lunch. All you need is your Locals Lovers Guide. It has an easy-to-navigate table of contents to help you find what you're looking for, or you can go to your browser and type in localslovers.com. You click on Quad Cities and you browse your favorites. It's easy to use, and they even rank the most popular places for you. So please check them out today. It's our buddy Chopper at Locals Lovers. They're your guide to the best.
I've been earning and burning, snapping necks and cashing.
You like that? You like that?
Give me a hell yeah! I said give me a hell yeah!
This is Turk Wendell, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us. We're local.
If you own a small business, you know how hard it can be to find new customers. Now, Town Square has new tools that can help your business stand out and grow today. Go to GetLocalCustomersNow.com for a free local market competitive analysis that will show you what other businesses in town are doing to find new customers and how you can do it too with Town Square. Plus, be one of the first business owners to sign up with Town Square and receive $500 in free advertising on this radio station. Start growing your business today. Visit GetLocalCustomersNow.com. That's GetLocalCustomersNow.com.
Have you ever wanted to learn a new language like French, Spanish, or Russian, but thought it would be too difficult and time-consuming? Then go to Babbel.com and try it for free. Babbel works because it's built around real life. It teaches you everyday practical conversations that you will actually use. In 15 minutes a day, you'll be on your way to speaking a new language in just a few weeks. Babbel uses a modern conversation-based technique that makes language engaging, fun, and memorable. It starts by teaching you words and phrases. Then, sentences gradually get more complex. Soon, you're practicing short conversations about real-life topics. Babbel is created by language experts who use the spaced repetition method to help you learn quickly and remember what you learned. With Babbel, you can speak a new language. Babbel. Language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
It's a 5-day St. Patrick's Day blowout at the Circle Top in Davenport, March 13th through the 17th. Enjoy daily drink specials over $400 per day in daily prizes and their famous corned beef and cabbage all 5 days. Saturday, get $6 pitchers. Sunday is $2 Bud family cans. Monday is $1 domestic drafts. Tuesday is ladies' night with $2 Bud family cans. And Wednesday is $1 drafts all day long. It's a 5-day St. Patrick's Day blowout at the Circle Top in Davenport, West Locust Street, Davenport.
Janae and Golick Jr.
And that writing on the wall is always looking different when it's the quarterback and everybody else. And I knew in every locker room I was going to be in, whether this was high school, college, or anywhere else, the star players on the team, the quarterbacks on the team, we were all going to be treated fairly, but fair isn't the same. And no one expects that based on the way that this is divvied up. But now looking from the other way, if you're Deshaun Watson looking at this spot, I mean, hell, you even had J.J. Watt running up to him after that last game saying, we wasted one of your prime years. J.J. Watt, the face of that franchise, understanding that they're only going to go as far as Deshaun Watson is taking them, because that's how this league is built right now. And so for Deshaun on the other side, I think he's got this realization. The reason he is out here pushing buttons, trying to make things happen, is because he also knows the world is different for him as a quarterback. Life is different for him as a quarterback, which means his exit from this was never going to be as easy as what we saw with JJ.
Janae and Golick Jr. 306 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
At Crawford Company, we specialize in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning. Sports, on the other hand...
Hey, Crawford guy, go long!
No, I can't.
Here comes the pitch to Crawford guy. Strike three.
Come on, Crawford guy, take the shot.
Sports may not be our specialty, but home comfort is. Crawford Company, plumbing and drain cleaning, heating and air conditioning.
It's time to rise and grind. Keyshawn, J. Will, and Zubin.
What do I do with the number 1 overall pick? I know the New York Jets are sitting there at number 2. Everyone seems to think that Joe Douglas says that he's going to go lock and step with whoever he hires as a head coach to make a decision on Sam Darnold's future. But let's assume that that person moves on from Sam Darnold, or want to move on from Sam Darnold. I'm Urban Meyer, and I like Justin Fields because I helped recruit him, I know him, and I'm sitting at the number 1 spot. And the Jets are at 2. What I would do is pick up the phone to the Jets and say, hey, we're interested in Trevor Lawrence, but we hear you are too. You want to trade it and move 1 spot up? I tell you what, give me everything that you got in the first round. this year, and I'll let you jump in front of me and take that spot to get Trevor Lawrence because I really want Justin Fields without you really knowing that.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Zubin. Mornings on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
From the gridiron to the 9-iron, experience the thrill of the game anywhere in Iowa with Elite Sportsbook. You can now sign up for Elite Sportsbook on your phone anywhere in Iowa and receive your first bet risk-free, up to $500. Just visit EliteSportsbook.com to create an account, and your first bet is on us, up to $500. It's time to play your game with Elite Sportsbook. For a limited time only, valid only in Iowa. Must be 21. Visit EliteSportsbook.com for terms and conditions. Gambling a problem? Call 1-800-BETS-OFF.
Tell Alexa to play ESPN 1170. This is the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in here on 1170 and on Facebook Live. If you're watching, this is your favorite show. Don't Hassle the Local.
All right, I got the list.
All right.
The NBA dunk.
When did it start?
That's a great question. When did it start?
Yeah, what year?
The very first one was 1984. And that was won by Larry Nance of the Phoenix Suns.
Okay, 84 was Nance.
Mm-hmm.
85.
You want to know who won it?
Jordan?
No.
Wait.
Come on. Jordan didn't win it then.
Well, no, he didn't come until 86 or 87.
No, he was in there, but he didn't win it till he was back-to-back in 87, 88.
Okay.
So 85 was Dominic Wilkins.
Okay.
And then it was Spud Webb.
86 was Webb. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then Jordan's got 87, 88. Then Kenny Skywalker has an 89. Then Dominic Wilkins in 1990. So there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 teams that have been represented as an NBA Slam Dunk champion. The most is there's tie for 4. Atlanta Hawks have 4 different Slam Dunk. Well, they have 4 different years. And New York Knicks have 4. 3 of those coming from Nate Robinson, who has the most of all time with 3.
Okay.
So, who has not had a team, a representative to win the dunk contest? All right, just by looking at this. This is our test to see how well we know the NBA teams. All right?
Okay.
Well, I know right now the Milwaukee Bucks have not.
Well, who has?
Okay, you want that?
Yeah. So we got Bulls.
I'll tell you that one too.
We got Knicks, Hawks.
Mm-hmm. Timberwolves have 3.
Wolves.
Miami Heat have 3.
Heat.
Supersonics / Oklahoma City Thunder have 2.
Okay. Keep going.
Pacers have 2.
Okay.
Raptors have 2.
Vince Carter.
The Bulls have 2.
Okay.
Golden State Warriors have 2. Phoenix Suns have 2. Boston Celtics 2. Clippers 2. Jazz 2.
Blake Griffin. All right.
Then you have the Lakers, Orlando Magic, Trailblazers, and the Washington Wizards. So, just by looking at this now, all right?
Yeah.
That means the Bucks don't have one.
The Bucks, the Pelicans.
The Pelicans don't have one. New Orleans Pelicans.
He didn't even participate in it, huh?
Nope. Charlotte Hornets don't have one. The Dallas Mavericks don't have one.
Cleveland Cavaliers don't have one.
You know LeBron James has never participated in the dunk contest?
I know.
Never participated. You said the Cavs, yep.
Yep.
Detroit Pistons have never.
Yep.
Okay.
The San Antonio Spurs.
I said Spurs after the Bucks. Yep.
Okay.
You have them put them on your list. Did you put the Mavericks on there?
Yeah, Mavs are on there.
All right. And we said Charlotte, right? Yep. Okay. No, then there's the Nets haven't won it.
Nets.
What else is it? This is how bad. So obviously the Denver Nuggets are on there.
Yeah.
We got to be
missing somebody. Oh, what about the Memphis Grizzlies?
Yeah, does that count?
Why not?
That counts. Oh, I'm just asking you.
Should. Anybody else?
Yeah, I would. It's like just dumb because we should know. Pacers? Nope, Pacers have 2. We already said that, yeah.
You said 17 teams have won one, right?
Yeah.
And there's how many teams in the league? 28? I don't know. Terrible.
We're the worst people to talk about basketball.
We
might as well just be talking hockey right now.
No.
I think we got a pretty good off the top of our head. Just teams are. No, Orlando Magic. Nope, they have one. Gosh darn it! I have the list right in front of me. I can't be missing it. We can't be that far off. Someone's got to know what's going on here.
Somebody
on the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread. I'm seeing Pistons, Milwaukee. Who else? Is there anybody else? There's no one. There's no one in. There's not a team. Got Denver Nuggets. We threw that on there. I think we're doing pretty good.
I think we are too. I mean, you go up and down the seaboard. We have all those, right?
Mm-hmm.
Next, Sixers. No, 76ers.
How do they not? Yeah. All right, 76ers.
We forgot them. They weren't on here.
Oh.
I can't believe they don't have one.
What happened to the dunk contest? Like, what happened to it? Where did it lose its
tell
lore?
You right where it lost it. When your best player...
Ooh, Sacramento Kings. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, the Kings. Yeah.
But what... I mean,
when your best player refuses to do it, it's done. It's LeBron. He's the death of it.
Well, the thing
Come
that
on.
that's
true.
But it's the changing of like how it's scored and everything else, and you can.
Nobody cares anymore because the best players aren't doing it. Telling you, dude.
So let's see here. Yeah,
if you had a Zion LeBron showdown in the dunk contest, people would care.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, period.
Yeah, there was only 3 that participated. The fourth never did anything. Anthony Simmons, 95, Obi Toppin, 94, and Cassius Stanley had an 81. The other thing that I'm telling you, want to know what else kind of ruined the dunk contest as well, is Steph Curry. And was shooting from that far away and draining it became a lot more fun to watch than someone posterizing another one. And in turn, where you have like, I grew up during the Bulls, and even a 5 foot whatever 103 pounder me still wanted to dunk. Right. Just never really had the hands of palm basketball, so I'd have to get those ones that those miniature ones you get at like the carnival or whatever else. Yeah. Try to do that. Palm it.
Trampoline, is that what you're doing?
Well, luckily I had some friends who had some parents had money and they had the
lower the hoop.
Yeah, they'd lower the hoop thing. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, do some dunks or whatever else. Now everybody can learn how to shoot a 3 at some point. So now they all just want to be Steph Curry.
Yeah, I mean that's probably a little bit of it.
And it's just, I don't know. It's a weird, so I was watching that we were out to eat last night, watching 3-point contest, and my kids weren't even and it was hard for me to describe to even get it going. I was like, I think this is cool. And they're like, okay, whatever. And, who's going to win? I'm like, Steph Curry, but there's little things I couldn't, they would go I think there's 5 overall. Okay.
Yeah.
5 different stations, and they go 1, 2, and then there was like a break, and then there was like this one. It was back a couple steps, and it was like the Mountain Dew like Moneyball. I didn't have the sound on, so I don't know what's it. But it was a different type of thing that I wasn't used to. Like you remember, I wonder whatever happened to those things. The MTV Rock and Jock thing they used to have, and then they had like this one shot where it was like a 10-point shot.
Yeah.
But then they'd have a hoop that was all the way up at the top.
Yeah.
They stopped doing all that. But that's what when it gets gimmicky. That's where you're just kind of like...
Well, that means you know that it's lost its luster. When they started jumping over cars, that's when it got...
Yeah.
That's when everybody's like, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. It has a lot to do with the fact that you don't have, 3-4 years of people in college. You had 4 years of Ewing in college.
3
years of Jordan in college. Danny Manning, all these guys that made, you followed them, then you followed them into the NBA. I mean, who's the next best great basketball player? We don't know.
Right now?
Right.
I have no idea.
I don't either.
That's
something that I should know.
That's true.
That I used to love to know. I mean, I love Luka Garza, but I don't think he's going to go into the NBA and tear it up. Right?
Yeah, I don't think so either. Yeah.
I mean, he'll be good. I think he'll be a great player. I mean, for somebody, he can definitely shoot the 3. But it's not like I don't think Luka's going to go into the league and dominate.
No, you're right though. There's no,
and I'm not trying to talk down about him.
Yeah. I again, this isn't a COVID thing that it's down.
I mean, Zion was the last really kind of.
He was must-watch television.
But yeah, freak of nature. Like he could jump through the roof. That was kind of the last guy, and then COVID kind of took all that luster away.
But you would think that the Big Ten Network or ESPN, when they have a college game on or whatever else, they would be pumping it that you need to watch this player for a reason. You would think it from the
I would
higher
think
ups.
that the NBA would be like, Zion, we really need you to participate in this.
100%.
LeBron, we need you to do this. I mean, help promote the league.
You would think Joel Embiid
the players union should get behind it too, because
listen.
I mean, without these little things to keep people excited about it, I mean, eventually ratings are going to continue to fall.
This is what you.
And it's not like, and I'm not trying to go Leah here. It's not just politics or anything like that. It's just the fact that there's other sports that people want to watch. Maybe there's a little bit of people saying, hey, I don't like their stance on this, that, or the other. You got that. But you got the fact that the star power's kind of gone.
David Silver should have gone into complete and utter crisis management when, because of contact tracing, Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid were kept out of the All-Star game. Just contact tracing, okay? So basically, they're not staying at the hotel that they're not staying in. We can't prove it. We're recklessly speculating, but basically, and it doesn't look that good, because it's not a good look. So that's when you call in a favor. That's when you make the phone call to Zion's agent, the Pelicans, and say, this is only good for everybody involved. Can you encourage him to be the 4th guy in this dunk contest? We'd love to see it. And kind of, if you did what I said here when I was like, whose music's that? Zion's in it, they're like, oh, we only have 3. Yeah. And then someone's like, not so fast, my friend. And music hits.
3 people participated in the dunk.
3 people participated in the dunk contest. It was during halftime, though. We can't do it. Well, it used to be. It was like on Saturday night.
Said it perfectly. He's like, if you don't start in the NBA, I don't want to see you participating in a dunk contest. He goes, I've seen the guys jump off trampoline at halftime too. That's great.
Yeah, it's true. It is true. Like when we said the names, we're like, who? The only one we knew was Obi Toppin. And we had Adrian in here who does NBA fantasy basketball. So he would know more than the names. And he's like, I don't know that guy's name. I've never heard of him. So, something's got, like, you need to have, like, the back-to-back, or you need, like, a, Spud Webb. You know how cool that was? What was he, like, 5'7" or something like that?
5'6".
5'6"?
He was your height.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't see him making excuses.
No.
But his parents said
he is the shortest player ever, and he's listed at 5'7". I was right.
Oh, my bad.
Ralph Sampson was the tallest to compete, but he's not the tallest winner. Dwight Howard was the tallest winner at 6'11".
Yeah.
Only, what is it here? 27 players have scored at least a perfect 50 on individual dunks. Only 27. And Michael Jordan, Jason Richardson, Nate Robinson, Zach LaVine are the only players to win back-to-back. And Michael Jordan, Isaiah Ryder, Kobe Bryant, he's the youngest ever at 18. Brent Barry and Dwight Howard are the only players to have won an NBA championship and a slam dunk championship. So, You're right. I got tired of hey, I'm gonna pull my buddy out here and he's gonna just lower his head a little bit and I'm gonna push off his shoulders and dunk over him, or I'm gonna jump over a car. And then the other thing was like, if you had the time, even if you missed, you got to keep going it again, like before. And again, I don't want to play the whole back in my day, but when Jordan and Dominique were going back and forth, and that was going back and forth, you missed, you were in trouble.
Right. You
couldn't miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only knock on the 88 one is that, one, he was going to win it. It was in Chicago, and that's when he did was it 87? Which one did he do it twice? He did the free throw one in the same dunk contest twice. I think that was the one he beat Dominic. It might have been 87. I think 88 was the lock one because it was in Chicago. He was going to win it anyway. So, yeah. I don't have an answer. To be honest with you, it's all of them. All the All-Star games have lost their luster. I mean, that baseball one's just fun because when you're a kid, when it was all over with, you would go out and try to like do all their batting stances, whatever else, and when you played wiffle ball afterwards. But
there's no human highlight reel anymore. There's nothing like that. I don't know.
Yeah, well, like I said, if I'm David Silver, I make the phone call. Yeah. I say I need a favor. We need it in a bad way. We need a shot in the arm to do that. But it's March now. Now it's March Madness.
Yeah.
I can't wait. We got to do
pumped.
Yeah, so next week we got to do, well, whatever time we have, but we got to put our brackets together. We want to encourage you guys to go to ESPN1170am.com. You guys can fill out your brackets too. Town Square is going to be giving away $500 to the local winner who does that. And I think if the ESPN across the nation, you can, if you get it right, and get up to like $1 million. We'll have more information on that. We are going to take our second break of the hour. We'll be right back here at ESPN 1170 AM. Don't hassle us, we're local.
Locally owned since 1934, Tri-City Equipment has been your source for restaurant equipment and value ever since. If you're going to cater an event or maybe just something for your home chef, try them out online at tricityequipment.com. Or you can stop down to 527 West 4th Street in Davenport and check out their newly remodeled 2,400 square foot showroom. Remember, Tri-City Equipment delivers to all Quad City residents, and they match online pricing. So please give them a call today, 563-322-5382, so they can answer any questions you may have. Showroom hours 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. That's Tri-City Equipment, 527 West 4th Street in Davenport.
The Rock says he's going to make your Rudy Poo candy ass famous.
You like that? You like that?
Give me a hell yeah! I said, give me a hell yeah!
This is Rachel Alger with St. Ambrose University, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
I'm Gus Johnson, and we're live at Casey's, where Sam has 3 minutes to prepare a large supreme pizza. Made from scratch dough. Classic move. Fresh cut veggies. Nice play. Goes for the cheese. Oh, look at those fresh shreds. It's Casey's for the win. Feed your home team delicious handmade pizza from Casey's. Now, buy any large pizza, score one for $5.99 with promo code WIN. Casey's, here for good.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Changing your oil. We've got what you need. Regular changes are the best way to keep your engine running smooth. We'll help you find the right oil for your make and model and everything to help you finish the job right, like drain pans, filters, and funnels. And we've got more ways to get it all fast, like our next day delivery and our free same-day pickup, in-store or curbside. Getting the job done just got easier. Restrictions and details at AutoZone.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Making popcorn for movie night?
Whoa, who are you?
This is your wake-up call from TracFone Wireless. What if every time you tried a new streaming service, you had to buy a new TV?
That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, some wireless companies do that when you switch. Make you buy a new phone.
Right.
But TracFone Wireless lets you keep your phone and your number and your network and gives you unlimited talk and text starting at $20 a month.
Seriously, who are you?
This is your wake-up call, people. TracFone Wireless. Now you're in control. Oh, you're burning it.
Oh, no.
See terms and conditions at TracFone.com.
For the brightest hand-selected diamonds, come to Dolan Jewelers. This is Will Dolan, and we want to offer the best diamond experience for every client and every occasion. At Dolan Jewelers, we carry the most popular shapes and sizes, as well as a huge inventory of lab-grown diamonds. With custom goldsmiths right here in our store, your experience will be convenient, easy, and fun. Visit us at 3865 Elmore Avenue in Davenport or online at dolanjewelers.com.
The following is a paid announcement. The advertiser was paid a marketing fee for a digital campaign. Please make sure to review our disclaimer on our report page.
If you've been following the markets, then you know how huge the automation markets are becoming. Robotics, autonomous cars, and enterprise automation services are revolutionizing entire industries. The bottom line is that automation is powering the future, and you can find out which companies are leading the charge with your free subscription to Avid Biotech Stock Trends when you text the word trend to 48542. We've identified a cutting-edge company that's leading the industry in creating the next generation of robotics and automation. Get this cutting-edge intelligence delivered directly to your mobile device when you text the word trend to 48542. Get ahead of the curve on robotics and automation industry leaders with your free research from Biotech Stock Trends. Text the word trend to 48542. Text trend to 48542. Text the word trend to 48542.
I'm Ari Wolf with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Carson Wentz might not be the only player Philadelphia trades this offseason. NFL Network's Michael Silver reports multiple teams have contacted the Eagles about a trade for Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, and a deal is expected to be reached this week. Ertz is in the final year of his contract and is due $8.25 million in 2021. The Steelers cleared $15 million in cap space by restructuring the contract of Ben Roethlisberger. But even the team's website doesn't think that will be enough to keep Juju Smith-Schuster in Pittsburgh. Steelers.com believes the soon-to-be free agent wideout will likely not accept the team's best offer, given Pittsburgh's limited cap space. For his part, Smith-Schuster says he wants to remain a Steeler. Chargers starting linebacker Denzel Perryman is definitely hitting the market. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reports Perryman won't re-sign with the team before free agency starts, but he also hasn't ruled out a return to LA. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
DQ presents How to Find Meal Fulfillment. First, order the delicious new rotisserie-style chicken bites from DQ. Then feast your eyes on these unbreaded, tender, juicy, 100% white meat beauties. Next, take a bite of the bite. Realize that unbreaded chicken loaded with flavor is finally possible. And last, call your boss and ask for that promotion. You may have started last week, but hey, if chicken this good is possible, anything is possible. New rotisserie-style chicken bites are now at DQ. Happy tastes good.
What's in store for your business this week at Staples?
Printing you new signs for the times.
Get back to business with custom printed signs and sales materials. Staples has hundreds of designs to choose from, or just upload your own.
And now at Staples, get 15% off signs, posters, or decals when you spend $75 or more.
Some items printed same day when ordered before 2 p.m.
Save big on custom printing at Staples.
Ends 5/29/21. Exclusions apply. Limit one offer per customer. See store associate or visit staples.com/signage for details.
The best way to spend your weekend is not doing chores. It's with sports. The games you need every weekend are on your sports leader, ESPN 1170.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Don't Hassle Us Local, AM 1170. Thanks for tuning in.
So, the last volleyball tournament of the season was yesterday.
How'd it go?
Got into the silver bracket. They lost in the championship of the silver bracket.
Were you a quiet parent, or did you try coaching again?
Oh, I coached.
Oh boy, Sophie tell you shut up again?
No, this time there was like a legit frustration because, all right.
Oh God.
I found out.
Everyone, this is another version of Coach's Corner with Jay Foster.
That's right. So because I'm can't sit still, and I have questions and I want to know what's going on. I found out that in volleyball, you can give signals of where you want them to serve to. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, in one of our conversations in one of the car rides that we have to multiple sporting events or practice that we go to, I start talking to Sophie about it, and I'm like, listen, you've got a strong serve. Remember the last story I told you? She told me to knock it off and, stick to the line where it's at. I said, you got a strong serve, but let's find the weaker link out there in the back row, and we're going to serve to it. So I'll give you signals where I want it to go. Or you can give them to me. Let me know. I want to know where your head's at, or whatever else.
Did she say yes to this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, we had signals where I wanted the serve to go.
Was she looking at you every time?
No, sometimes she didn't. And then that's where the frustration is, because then I'm like, and like, by this time, everyone kind of knows what's going on because she knows me, but everyone's wondering what's going on because if I can't get her attention, then I'm off on the sidelines and I go, so. Now everyone's like, what's the bird whistle going on over here? And then she looks over, and then I give her a sign, and she's like, okay. So everyone just thinks I'm crazy.
You are.
Yeah, but I think on top of it, so they're like on their like 6th game of the day. Like, it was exhausting.
Yeah.
Started at 8, the last game. We walked out of there at 4. So, 2 other girls, her teammates, are also on her softball team.
Yeah.
And you can just tell, like, their whole, like, demeanor is down. They're exhausted. And so now I'm like, I get it. I'm like, Sophie, you better be a leader out there. Like, get them up. And then the other 2, I'm like, hey, come on. So I'm talking. I'm like, keep it. We need you to smile. Have fun out there. It's a game. Have fun. I want them to have fun. If that was me, if I was out there, I would have called timeout and like, hey, we got to get it all together. So this led me to this actualization that I shared with 3 people, and now I share with you and the listeners out there at Don't Hassle for Local here on ESPN 1170 AM.
You're going to coach this year?
I feel confident that I would take a high school program to the state championship within 3 years. That's how good I feel about my coaching ability in volleyball. 3 years is what I could take a high school.
I want to hear something ridiculous. So I was talking to one of my neighbors yesterday, and their son plays baseball, and there were some indoor baseball tournaments too going on.
Yeah, TBK.
They had a game that played at 1 a.m. in the morning.
Love it.
You love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
All-night tournaments.
I wouldn't love it as a kid.
Yeah, I don't know.
Really?
Now, was it scheduled that way? Or was
really?
it...
Get it, Jenny Marie?
Well, some tournaments are like that. They just have like all-night long tournaments.
This wasn't that. It wasn't supposed to be.
It wasn't?
No, things got...
Well, that's different then. There should be a fine line where it's like, I'm not doing this.
Something got messed up.
Yeah, the tournament director needs to step in and say, like, we're going to alter this and that. But if it's like one of those like novelty ones,
I think it got done at 1 a.m. I'm sorry, I apologize. Maybe
it's still late. I mean, I know Peoria does that a lot down there. Like, when they could, they have a lot of all-night tournaments or anything.
Oof, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's ridiculous.
I don't know. So, not to say that I'm going to be coaching high school volleyball anytime soon, but I feel good about my statement. I stand behind it. But that was the coaching corner or whatever. And yes, we were given signals. And I told you that. I'm not. If that were, I told you this last week. If a parent was doing that while I was coaching softball, I'd lose my mind. Like, legitimately, I'd say, like, why are you looking back there? I'm giving you signals. Don't worry about them.
Do that whistle again? Yeah, they hate you.
Yeah. So.
And you're like, oh, my nickname's Jaybird. That's what I do.
Yeah. No, I just look ahead. I don't care what they say. I don't care what I mean, I'm not here to get second place in the silver bracket.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, that's not. No, we're here to win, and then along the way maybe have some fun.
I'm here to do 2 things: chew bubblegum and kick butt.
That's right.
I'm all out of bubblegum.
Yeah, I like to bring it when it comes to life. But that's the last tournament, so no more practice, no more tournaments of that. But
softball start
indoors in 2 weeks, a week from Saturday next week.
Holy moly!
Yep, my first.
You
the first
still gonna
indoor.
be coaching that, doing all that?
Oh yeah.
All right.
We're gonna bring the pain. To
pain.
Monticello, yep.
Monticello, Iowa doesn't know it hit it.
Not yet.
Oh man, they're in trouble.
You're gonna get it, and you don't even know it. But I know that they'll have their indoor stuff. I know we have an email that says like, they'd like it to keep it to 2 family members, but they understand if it can't possibly do that.
Definitely need to change the shirts to the Stingers. Bring the pain.
Bring the pain. 2021.
Yeah.
So
you got stung.
I think everyone's got to wear masks in that one. It's getting TBK, by the way.
Yeah.
Every week, percentage is getting higher and higher. People not wearing masks.
Yeah.
I mean, the kids don't wear it. They're on the volleyball, but even when they're off like judging, they're keeping score. They're not wearing it either. But it's getting higher every week. It's getting higher and higher.
Okay, is that good or bad?
I don't know where I fall on this.
Yeah.
I mean, are we just feel like because the vaccination's out there, we can just be lackadaisical about it? Or
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not. I mean, I had the gator thing on.
Yeah.
But there were times where I had it in my hand, also not just around my neck, and you get like, it's weird. You still get looks from people like they're surprised to see your entire face. So
or maybe it's just because you're so good looking. Or mesmerized.
That's probably the right away.
Yeah.
The first initial thing is they're like, "Who is that good looking person?" And then second, they're like, "Oh," and that good look. Now I realize why he shouldn't wear a mask because you can't cover that up.
Yeah. I mean, would you throw a mask on the Mona Lisa?
No.
See?
Yeah. So I don't. There are like looks, but I'm not this anti-masker person at all. Like, majority of the time I walk up to Hy-Vee and go, "Oh man, I forgot," and I go back to my car. I don't.
Right.
I'm not defying anything just to be like, "Whoa, this is my right as an American."
Right.
So
you're not going to throw down with some ladies in the middle of a Bed Bath & Beyond.
No,
right?
I'm not going to get
Bath & Body Works. Sorry.
And then there are like times like I feel apologetic. Let's say like I just run into Quickstar.
Yeah.
And I forget it, and I realize like halfway through, and then I always feel like apologetic as I'm like cashing out. I'm like, "Hey, I forgot my mask.
Yeah.
I do apologize. I'm not this butthole who just like purposely didn't do it just to ruin your day and give you." And they're usually nice, like, "Hey, no big deal. It happens, you know." But yeah, I'm not doing that. But we are We're getting closer and closer, T-Roy.
This is just in, by the way.
What's that?
On the T-Roy text thread. This is 2 hours ago.
Oh, just in 2 hours ago.
Well, 2 hours ago on KWWL News out of Waterloo, Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
And straight off the streets of Compton with Eddie Deerfield. Fully vaccinated Americans can gather with other vaccinated people indoors without wearing a mask or social distancing. That, according to long-awaited guidance from federal health officials. CDC.
Does that mean we have to have a special patch
I don't know.
that we wear?
Scarlet letter. That's what I'm going to wear.
Yeah, and then like, "Hey, you," and this isn't right.
Like, why is Troy wearing a red A?
But that's not right. You're segregating people.
Well, they're just saying that they can gather.
Okay, these people can gather. You can't. Based on what?
They've been vaccinated. You're all been vaccinated. Let's just say you and I have been vaccinated and everybody in this building has been vaccinated. We can gather together indoors without wearing a mask. We're fine.
This doesn't make much. I'm sorry. I get what they're saying.
Yeah.
But this is a problem. Now we're gonna have separate water fountains. Are we going backwards in a weird way?
I think you're taking it a little too far.
Am I? I mean, is it going in this direction? Is all I'm asking you.
No, I don't think so. They're just basically saying that if you know that you've all been vaccinated, there's no sense for you to continue to social distance as long as the people you're with have been vaccinated.
So how?
That's not telling the guy that walks by, "Hey, dude, where's your card, bud?" They're not saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're reading into it a little bit, but I mean,
I think then it's going to be like, "Hey, we need to have." When you're friends with these people, you have to be like, "Now it's time to have the talk. We've been gathering in social distance. Now you're going to have that talk. The one talk that you don't want to have, like with your significant other, when you're like, how many partners are you with? Blah blah blah. Now you're like, hey,
how many shots did you get?
Yeah, our friendship is good. I like where this friendship is going, but before we don't have social distance and we're going to get together. We need to have a talk. Have you gotten both of your shots? And are you willing to prove it?
Oh boy.
So, but is this a good thing? Like signs towards like.
I mean, do you walk up to someone and ask them if they had their flu shot, Jay?
Is there going to? Okay, I know you said I'm taking a little bit too far, but as far as like sporting events, is there going to be an entrance for?
Did you get your measles shot, Jay?
Is there going to be an entrance for the vaccinated ones and one for not? And then
it didn't say that in the front, or in the lead. In the lead to that article, it did not say that. No.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think we've thought all this through. All right, in let's see, roughly 3
It's
weeks?
a step.
3 weeks.
It's a step. Baby steps. What
Okay.
about Bob? Baby steps.
Yeah. Listen, I'm okay with it. I'm just saying, like, there's
don't think it's- yeah.
anticipate the problem. Someone's going to throw a fit.
Everybody, you know what? That's the problem. Everybody has nothing better to do than bitch.
So it's a Monday, and we're getting closer and closer to our mock draft special with Emily Van Buskirk.
Oh, she's gonna be impressed.
CBS Sports,
I hope.
and CBS Sports, Brinson and Will Brinson, and who is the other one here? I'm going to give you Ryan Wilson.
Yeah.
Have done their first mocks.
They
they're
have
going to
them?
do. Yep, they
Do
do
you
it
have them
together.
in front of you?
I have the top 10. Yeah, and I can get the whole. I'm sure I can get the
All
whole
right.
sheet. Okay.
All right, who's this guy?
Will Brinson. He hosts the Pick Six podcast for CBS Sports.
Brinson?
Will Brinson. Brinson. And then Ryan Wilson. He's on it. He's on it as well.
All right, give me.
This is going to be Wilson's latest mock. All right.
All right, go.
And then
you got 1 through 10 with Brinson.
Yep, I got with Wilson, but he
Wilson's first.
Yep, I think Brinson just hosts the podcast, but Ryan Wilson gave him their 10. So all right,
go.
Trevor Lawrence.
Okay.
Then I think we all are in agreement with that, right?
Yep, that's what I got.
Number 2, Zach Wilson.
That's going to the Jets.
Yep. I don't think he has any trades. I have seen some interesting trades.
Okay.
though.
Yeah, if there's trades or something's off, let me know. At 3.
3. The Dolphins take wide receiver Jamar Chase from LSU.
Okay.
At 4, the Falcons take tight end Kyle Pitts.
Okay.
5, the Bengals take Penei Sewell.
Okay.
Listen to this one at 6.
The Eagles take.
Justin Fields.
Okay.
That's a weird one I know over the weekend that the Eagles said they're planning to build around Jalen Hurts.
I know.
At 7, the Lions take cornerback Caleb Farley out of Virginia Tech.
Farley.
At 8, the Panthers take quarterback Mac Jones.
Huh. Okay.
At 9, the Broncos take linebacker Micah Parsons.
All right.
And at 10, the Cowboys take Patrick Surtain II, cornerback out of Alabama. Let's see.
Let's see right now. So, I agree with him on 1.
Mm-hmm.
And 10. 1 and 10 is what I have an agreement with him with.
I think everyone's on that. On 1, yeah.
All right. Do you have the rest of his stuff?
I do.
All right. Hold on. 11,
Sure.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, that's right. Small. All right. At 11, the Giants. Who does he have?
Jalen Waddle, wide receiver, Alabama.
All right.
This one's interesting because there's a lot of reports that are coming out right now that plan A for the Patriots, as far as quarterback goes, is to get Jimmy G somehow. That's what's been leaked out of, I think, the Boston Globe.
All right. So
Said that.
San Fran is at 12.
San Fran's taking Trey Lance, North Dakota State.
Okay.
So,
Chargers?
Rashawn Slater, offensive lineman from Northwestern.
Well, you can chalk that up to another one that we agree.
All right.
All right.
The Vikings at 14.
Mm-hmm.
Elijah Vera Tucker, offensive lineman, USC.
Yeah. Vera Tucker.
And then the Patriots.
Yeah.
At 15, they have them taking Devontae Smith.
Okay.
You think they trade that one for Jimmy G? To the Niners?
I don't know.
16.
Yeah. Arizona?
Yep. J.C. Horn.
Yeah.
Cornerback
safety.
cornerback, South Carolina.
Yep. 17. Las Vegas.
Quiddy Pay, defensive lineman from Michigan.
Espn 10, I tell you say.
Yeah.
Then 18, Miami.
Jalen Phillips, defensive lineman, Miami.
Miami, yep. Okay. All right, 19. The Redskins.
Here's an interesting thing about
Washington football team, my bad.
Here's the interesting thing about Phillips.
Yeah.
He retired from football in 2018 because of injuries. Then he transferred to the U, and then he had his breakout in 2020.
Yeah.
There are no more medical concerns though, so he's an edge rusher. All right, at 19.
Yep.
The Washington football team.
Yep.
Take Christian Darrisaw, offensive lineman, Virginia Tech.
Okay.
Is Alex Smith going to play somewhere? They finally released him.
No, he'll be a backup. All right, Chicago.
The Bears take defensive lineman Christian Barmore from Alabama.
Okay, that's not a bad pick right there. He's a stud. All right.
They need a quarterback, though, but I don't know if they have the things to trade up.
All right, keep going. Indy at 21.
Tevin Jenkins, offensive lineman, Oklahoma State.
Way too high for Tevin Jenkins. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. But they need a lineman, so maybe they can trade down and make
other
some
guys that are really good that Tevin Jenkins is not better than.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I like it.
Is he a tackle or are they just calling him interior?
He can take. He's a tackle.
Okay.
He can play the left.
Alex Leatherwood's better.
Samuel
Cosme's better. I even got Liam Eichenberg better. You got Jalen Mayfield out of Michigan's better. You could even, if you want an interior guy, Trey Smith from Tennessee is better. All right,
see if those guys are on there. All right,
this
who's
guy's
next?
Crazy.
This guy's crazy.
22, Tennessee.
Aziz Ojulari, linebacker, Georgia. Just a freshman.
He's good. First round, good. Okay, keep going. The Jets.
The Jets, and this is from the Seattle Seahawks that they have. This is Tyson Campbell, the cornerback, out of Georgia.
He might not be the best cornerback out of Georgia.
They've got him listed at number 4th in the position rankings.
What about Stokes? Do you see Eric Stokes on there?
We'll get there, hopefully. If not, we'll see where it lands in the other rounds.
I have Campbell 4th on mine too, but
okay.
Those two are really good. But first round. All right, keep going.
Steelers. Najee Harris.
At 24.
Running back. Out of Alabama.
All right.
Then you've got the Jacksonville Jags.
Yep.
Defensive lineman out of the University of Washington, Levi
Oserwinkle.
Yep. Onwurziki.
Yeah. I call him Oserwinkle.
They're going to start working on their defense. They really should be working on their line, but oh well.
26, Cleveland.
Carlos Basham Jr. from Wake Forest, edge rusher.
Yep. I have them taking an edge rusher there, but I don't have him taking that one. But that's good. He's good. He's good. I have him right around the first round.
Okay.
27, Baltimore.
Baltimore, Jason Owe, edge rusher from Penn State.
Yep. 28, New Orleans.
Rondell Moore, wide receiver, Purdue.
He'll fit in well there.
Yeah, doesn't that just feel right?
Yeah.
29, the Green Bay Packers.
Yes.
Zaven Collins, linebacker from Tulsa.
Yeah, he's outside linebacker. Who's Buffalo taking?
4 sacks, 4 interceptions, 2 pick sixes in 2020. Gregory Rousseau.
That's out of Miami.
It is out of Miami, yep. From the fabulous Rousseau brothers.
All right, who do they got the Chiefs taking?
Greg Newsome II, defensive back, Northwestern.
Okay. And then who they got the Bucks taking?
Hold on a second. Where was that? Let's see.
Well, that was the Chiefs was 31. 32 would be.
Oh yeah, sorry. I got it here. Hold on. I did for some reason it just went back on me. Just need to refresh it. All right, so that was the Chiefs that took, what I have, Gregory Newsom. And then Nick Bolton, linebacker out of Missouri. So there's some, who are you talking about that maybe in the second round, some names that jump off? Who were you looking for?
What?
Other guys that you said were better? Anyone else? Yes, if they were on there. I was like, I don't know.
I mean, Rondell Moore's good, but I think this Terrace Marshall out of LSU, the wide receiver, maybe it goes ahead of him. I mean, offensive tackles, Jalen Mayfield out of Michigan, Liam Eichenberg out of Notre Dame are probably better than this. Who do you have down there? That Jenkins guy.
We've got Davion Nixon out of Iowa going 50th to the Dolphins.
Okay.
Did you mention Terrace Marshall?
Yeah, Terrace Marshall.
They didn't have him go until 51. Things at Dolphins, Travis Etienne.
Travis Etienne goes to the Dolphins at what pick?
36.
36, okay. Other good guys out there. I have Rondell Moore going at 34, so it wasn't like they're way off. I mean, I think Rondell Moore is good. I have Terrace Marshall a little bit ahead of him, size and everything else on that. I didn't hear you say anything about Alex Leatherwood.
That's a great name.
Offensive tackle out of Bama. Samuel Cosme, offensive tackle.
They've got him 45 to the Jags.
Leatherwood or Cosme?
Huh? Leatherwood.
You
said Cosby is the other one? Cosme.
Sorry.
Yeah, they go 39 to the Panthers. Samuel Cosme, offensive tackle.
Dylan Moses, interior linebacker out of Alabama.
No, not yet.
You see Wyatt Davis, a guard out of Ohio State, or Trey Smith, guard.
Yeah, there's a lot of names here. Whatever else. I'm just getting excited to get closer and closer.
Rookie. How about wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown? Greatest name ever. Amon-Ra.
Amon-Ra?
Yeah, Amon-Ra.
He's a wide receiver out of where?
Out of USC.
Okay.
Oh, another safety. What am I forgetting? Trayvon Morwig? Maybe not Morwig. I don't know. I mean, it's...
Oh, it's St. Brown. Yeah, he goes 84 to the Bears.
Who?
Amon-Ra St. Brown. That is a great name. That's where they have him at. But it'll be fun. We'll get Emily closer and closer. Did you happen to watch Shark Tank on Friday night?
No, Eddie kept me up on it. Heard about it. They basically liked him. They were laughing at him. I mean, at him, but like with him.
Yeah.
Thought it was great. But they basically said, I think you guys can make it on your own.
Really? You don't need us?
You don't need us. They were only asking for like $25,000.
Oh. They're like, yeah, it's not worth it.
They're like, you guys are fine on your own.
Oh, that's too bad. I honestly haven't watched it yet. I was going to watch it and then put something for
but it gives them... The thing is, it gives them that exposure. So maybe there's somebody out there that's like, yeah I kind of believe in this. I'll invest $25,000 with him. But then, I'm sure he gets.
Well, we'll have Buddy on the middle of the week just to talk about their experience there and what it was like to be with those guys. So when we had him on last week, what we're talking about is muff waiters. We had Buddy Lamp on from Holstein. He's in Des Moines now, but they're both from his partner from Holstein, Iowa. And they put this thing together, made a pitch with the Shark Tank, and
maybe we can get Earl on.
Maybe we can get Earl on. Who knows? He's an electrician, right? Yeah, who knows? But yeah, so it'll be fun to hear like the stories because, like he said, he gave us a little bit of behind the scenes of Shark Tank. That was, you may only see us for 7 minutes, but the pitch can take up to like 2 hours. They just have to edit all that stuff out of there. And I'm sure there's a lot of things that they go through. But really, you've seen it before, right? Mm-hmm. Usually they just want to know your profit and loss and how much you've invested in it personally and how much you're willing to put into the time. And they get to know them a little bit too. So it would be fun to watch, I think. And that's I want to see their little package that they put together at the beginning of those two guys. Because Buddy's got a really good sense of humor. And I can just imagine Earl probably does too. So, but like I said, I was busy. I don't know. I just find myself not watching as much TV. I basically cut the cord.
Yeah.
So I have like the Hulu and the apps or whatever else, but it's not really something that...
You aren't missing much, Jay.
Yeah.
Terrible. It's nothing's on.
It's
I watched the season finale of WandaVision. It was very good. So I got that to kind of. I think I'm gonna go back and watch it all in sequence too, so I can have it really fresh.
I've finally finished. Before we go to break, I'll just tell you, I finally finished Cobra Kai. Like I had watched the third season when it came out, but it was like more in the background, or I'd leave it on it, kind of like I do with WandaVision. I just turn it on and I fall asleep at night.
Right.
So it really wasn't that big deal. So there was a lot of ones where I was like, maybe I missed episodes here or stuff in between, but we watched it with the kids. And my response is always going to be the same, no matter if I know it's coming or not. But I don't care if I'm spoiling it for you, and I don't care if I'm spoiling it for people out there listening, because at this point, you've had 3 months to binge watch it.
Yeah.
When Allie with an eye comes back, like, my heart skips a beat.
Oh, they bring back
Elizabeth Shue. And yeah, it's just it gets like borderline creepy when you're like back and forth and they show like because they'll show clips from the original Karate Kid, which came out in 1984, and I'm like pointing it like to Ben and being like, look, she looks that good in 84 and looks this good right now. Like, that's Allie with the eye. That's why these guys fought over her. And
Right.
yeah, and Soph said that she thought she looked better now.
Yeah, she was in The Boys.
Huh?
The Boys?
Oh, she was?
Yeah.
Oh, she was. That's right. So this is the one thing, though. So Soph was trying to... They were saying that they think Johnny Williams Zabka looks better now than he did then. And she's like, oh, how? And she goes, but Ben said he goes, I think he looks better now. And Soph goes, well, he's old. And I'm not fine. I don't care about that type of thing. But I was like, well, how old do you think he is? And she said, 45. And that's when I lost it.
How old are you, Jay?
Yeah, at 45. That's when I sat up and I was like, I'm 45. She laughed and she's like, well, what do you think? And I'm like, he's got to be probably 56. He's got to be 57. She's like, no way, no way. And I go, yeah, it came out in 84. I was 8 years old. I think he was probably 18. I think he was 18. I go, I think he's 55. He's 55.
Is he really?
Yeah, do you know how old Ralph Macchio is?
60?
59.
Oh, Macchio.
I don't care for his haircut very much in the show, but for 59, that's pretty good. And Elizabeth Shue, you want to guess her age?
54.
57. John Kreese, the bad guy of Cobra Kai.
Yeah. 67.
73.
Oh, no. He's that old?
He's pretty good for 73.
Yeah.
Anyway, now it's like
Cobra Commander is what we call him.
Now we've got we have to wait till like January for the next season to come out. So I don't know. We got to find a show to watch now.
It's terrible out there, man.
It's hard.
Dude, I was watching something about digging up the damn Dead Sea Scrolls. That's how bad it is out there, man.
What, to have on television?
Yeah, I mean, that's once you binge watch everything that's out there, it's done. And I can't figure. Oh, by the way, do not waste your money getting Paramount Plus. Garbage. You can't get Tombstone on it or Yellowstone on it.
Yeah, why?
I don't know why.
I'm confused.
I was so pissed.
I'm confused on what Paramount Plus is. Is it CBS Access and they bought it?
Pretty
and now
much.
Paramount?
It's just a bunch of crappy CBS shows. Like if you're a huge fan of everybody else Raymond or those stupid geeks. What are the geek ones?
Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, those nerds. Great, you'll love it. It was a trial offer for 30 days, but now I got to remember to cancel the GD thing.
Yeah,
dude, just shoot me now.
There is something
I thought I was going to get Yellowstone. I said, "Oh, let's try it out. We'll get Yellowstone." Go in, start looking for Yellowstone.
Why can't you find Yellowstone anywhere else?
Oh, yeah, I can find it, but you got to pay for it.
Oh,
you got to buy the first season for $20.
Why is it not on part of that?
I don't know.
People like
maybe
the
because
show.
they know that you're going to get $20 for it. That's why.
There is one thing I'm interested in on Paramount Plus, and probably I'm the only one.
Don't do it.
There's supposedly, from just what little I saw, no one's told me this, supposedly there's like a semi-reunion.
Yes, so the real world.
Oh, is it fantastic? Did you watch it?
I'm not watching that garbage. You're going to be able to watch it without Paramount Plus, I believe.
It's the very first Real World, like Eric Neese from The Grind.
Yeah.
Heather B., Andre.
All of them on there.
Kevin. This is, I mean, listen to me. This, and you, real quick before we're going to break.
It's huge.
It's a big deal because between this and then 3 years later, OJ, this is you're watching the birth of how reality television is. The real world is what I consider the actual birth of reality television. The OJ trial is what blew it up even more because they realized we don't have to pay actors and we can just get this content and we can write it however we want to and people will pay for it. The advertisers will come in. And that's why you don't have like a lot of shows that don't, ensemble. You're not going to have very often anymore like a Cheers or a Friends because they just get too big. Cannonball Run or The Office or whatever else because unless they start giving them executive
so basically
producer
reality TV ruined TV for everyone.
Well, there's no doubt about that. I mean, if we're going to talk about the worst shows to watch or whatever else, it's going to be reality television. Oh, God, so by far.
I mean, because of that, we have the Kardashians. Thanks, everyone.
Yep, that's what we have. All right, we're going to take a break here. ESPN 1170 AM. Don't hassle us local. We will be right back.
From the Quad City Times, and you were listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
For 2021, Tyson's has awarded over $350,000 through our More for Your Community grant program, helping support 223 organizations. At Tyson's, we take pride in our associates and the communities we serve. People buy from people, not just companies. To us, that's more than a saying. It's at the core of our foundation since 1927. Tyson's, home, farm, auto.
Come on into Tyson's, more for you.
That meeting's starting at 4. Can I get those projections?
Indeed knows unexpected growth can stretch your business thin.
Karen, do these numbers look right to you?
Like at Mia's research firm. To hit client deadlines, she needs to get started hiring right away.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. And the moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first sponsored job post. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover, all for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter 5510 at checkout. That's harrys.com, code 5510. Enjoy.
Today, Angola Jr.
So I asked people, what's the kind of sports take where you almost want to say it like NBA players, where you cover your mouth at half court so no one can see what you're talking about when you say the thing you really want to talk about here. It's not slander to point out it's difficult for any one player to carry a basketball team right now. And saying that Steph Curry by himself is not capable of carrying a basketball team to championship heights, I don't think it's a slight. It's just a reality of how difficult it is to find the LeBron James caliber players who can drag a team by himself to a finals.
If you look at the situation, the reality is give him some more time. I agree with you. One player, it's going to be hard to lead a team. Giannis learned that last year. But now I feel like you have to give some time. He finally got Draymond Green back. He's going to get better shooting. And then, you shouldn't just put the cap on Steph Curry because all that conversation was a straight-up cap.
Shanae Angola Jr., 306 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Oh, man, here we go again. Up early, feed the dog, out the door, traffic, at the office, boss in some kind of mood today, no time for lunch, annoying coworker, no time to relax, bedtime. Then we gotta do it all again? No way. Because the best way to break up the mundane every day is to play at Wild Rose Casino and Resort. Slots, tables, sports, and a whole lot of perks when you join and play with your Club Wild card. So, let's play. Wild Rose Casino and Resort, Clinton.
Tenay, and Gola Jr.
So I asked people, what's the kind of sports take where you almost want to say it like NBA players, where you cover your mouth at half court so no one can see what you're talking about when you say the thing you really want to talk about here. It's not slander to point out it's difficult for any one player to carry a basketball team right now. And saying that Steph Curry by himself is not capable of carrying a basketball team to championship heights, I don't think it's a slight. It's just a reality of how difficult it is to find the LeBron James caliber players who can drag a team by himself to a finals.
If you look at the situation, the reality is give him some more time. I agree with you. One player, it's going to be hard to lead a team. Giannis learned that last year. But now I feel like you have to give some time. He finally got Draymond Green back. He's going to get better shooting. And then, yeah, you shouldn't just put the cap on Steph Curry because all that conversation was a straight-up cap.
Janae and Gola Jr. 306 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
We just expanded our lot at Weber Auto Group. What's that mean for you? Now's the time to buy. Bigger selection, better deal, lower prices. Plus the Weber warranty. And every car we sell gets our 52-point inspection. So call us, visit our website, or better yet, come see us in our new showroom in Silvis. Weber Auto Group, your 5-star dealer.
All the sports you need, right here. The Quad Cities sports leader is ESPN 1170 AM. KBOB, Davenport, a town square media station.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in once again to Don't Hassle Us Local here on AM 1170 and live on Facebook if you're watching.
That's right. Thanks for tuning in. Yes, and you can watch us live on Facebook. You can listen to us on ESPN1170am.com. And you can also listen on your smartphone. Download the app wherever you get for your apps from. We said early in the first hour, Bryson DeChambeau won Arnold Palmer Classic yesterday. And Brooks Koepka is withdrawing from the Players' Championship this weekend. So that's going to be sad, but on Wednesday we'll be joined by Mike. We're going to start our DFS stuff again. Mike from Hidden Hills. Want to remind everyone that it's opening day out there at Hidden Hills. $14, walking only, first come first serve basis. Give him a call up there if you need anything. So hopefully Koepka, the knee, it's his right knee. Hopefully he'll be okay. He's been having some trouble through the years, and so hopefully that won't be too big of a problem. Also, over the weekend, some odds and ends. A Kobe Bryant rookie card sold for nearly $1.8 million at an auction over the weekend. So that's insane. And apparently, a lot of teams are calling the Eagles about Zach Ertz. He's on the block.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he was injured for a long time last year. What does it say on there?
No,
what's his health status like?
I don't know. I know it was reported yesterday on the bottom line. But yeah, I don't know exactly like how far his health status goes or what he's willing to bring in for him. But what are they going to do if they could say they're building around Jalen Hurts? Like, how much are they though?
Maybe they think they can get that Kyle Pitts.
Yeah. Well, maybe. I mean, the mock that we just had, that was Atlanta. Well,
I don't think Atlanta takes him.
No,
Atlanta's
I don't think so either.
Tight end.
No,
They're
I
not
don't
going
think
to
so
take a tight
either.
end there.
Yeah, I don't think so either, one bit. So we did talk about this earlier, but I just want to mention it again. 50 years ago, the fight of the century, Muhammad Ali versus Frazier. Obviously, I wasn't born yet, but these are the type of things that, it was cool to watch it. They digitized it. Am I using the right word? Digital enhancement. Yeah. So they had at one round they actually had the original photo and then the digital reenactment. Not reenactment. Enhancement. Yeah, it's pretty cool to see the difference. You really could tell. But that's another thing, and it's not a matter of I don't want to turn this Monday into back in our day it was better because we talked about the dunk contest, but I enjoy watching Tyson Fury, but other than that, I don't know much about any boxer out there. And I don't know that much about Tyson Fury either. And back in the day, but is this a matter of in this situation, one, now you have UFC that has evolved to being what it is now. Two, their pay-per-view, so it's expensive. Before, you had this either it was like on ABC World of Sports type of thing.
Well, this kind of draws into a little bit what we were talking about with basketball. Basketball is starting to lose its luster in these dunk contests and things like that for the same reason boxing did. You don't have a big name at heavyweight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. And then along came UFC. Well, for basketball, along came a lot of other things as well. Yeah, UFC is popular because there's a major something every month.
Yeah.
It's constantly on your mind. I mean, when's the last great boxing match? It was a UFC guy against a boxer.
Yeah. Why is it that UFC is so much more popular?
I think that one, it seems like there's a lot more weight classes. It's kind of like wrestling.
Okay.
Okay. So you have a chance for the smaller guys to make noise. You know what I'm saying? The whatever it is. Boxing, really, you basically 3 weight classes. Really, all you really cared about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there was.
But the heavyweight was the big one. I mean,
and then
always, and then whatever Hearns and Hagler.
And Sugar Ray.
Yeah,
I won't say middleweight, but I'd probably be doing just
kind of it was
justice of it. Yeah,
you know, maybe De La Hoya. Felix Trinidad. Were some good fights, but yeah, you kind of lost that.
De La Hoya and light heavyweight type of thing. Yeah,
Roy Jones Jr. Things like that. But yeah, yeah, you know, Tyson Fury and all this.
So like even watching that last night, and it just made me think like it would be like I'm assuming it was like this for the adults, like water cooler on Monday, but like you would be like you'd be on the playground talking about it.
Yeah.
Like, hey, did you see the fight? You know, the boxing fight. Yeah, we had it on. You know, my folks had it on. People came over, watched it. Blah blah blah. You know, we knew Howard Cosell because of his back and forth banter with Ali, and all that. There was like, it had like a personality to it. And now I can't remember last time Tyson Fury fought. I think I know I watched the one that he fought, but I don't know if that was his last fight.
Right.
We just don't know.
But are you on the edge of your seat waiting to see Tyson Fury fight again?
No, it would be more about his opponent that would get me going than anything else, not Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, that would be it. So, but all right. And for those of you that are sitting there thinking that, like, oh, yeah, there it is, you know, we're just talking because, like, oh, back in our day. Well, what's going to draw more? Tyson Fury fighting the number 1 contender or Mike Tyson fighting Evander Holyfield?
Right.
So I'm not the only one that feels this way. And obviously boxing kind of does, too, by kind of pushing this. But, yeah, we're also lacking, I'm sorry, we're lacking a Don King.
Are we?
Well, it's someone that you almost watch because you hate him,
right?
To see what he's going to do next. You're going to tune in to pay attention to see what he's going to do. That's going to drive you nuts.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It really is. I mean, I don't even know who the big boxing promoter is anymore. I mean, obviously UFC has Dana White, president or whatever you want to call him. Yeah.
So, it was cool. It was neat, and it's something that I didn't see in person. You can always go to YouTube and watch the stuff and all that stuff. But but it was just neat that they put it together, and some of the analysts that were on there, it was good. But just nothing too crazy for me. All right, so the Big Ten tournaments this weekend starts up. Iowa got the 3 seed. Michigan got the 1. Even though they lost to Michigan State over the weekend, Illinois got the 2. So it's going to be a good tournament. It's going to be a lot of fun. And what was nice is yesterday what I saw was I was out at the TBK Plex, and Iowa basketball game was on, and I got to watch, like I said, some of it in between volleyball games. And there was and you know, when you're in that area there's the fields over there and the gym on the other, right? But there's a common area in between. It was a large crowd watching that, and like they were hooked on everything. And that's a great thing to happen. And I'm glad that that people are getting behind them and they want to watch it and cheer them on. You know, you don't want to have a repeat of the 2006 where they were a 2 seed and they lost in the first round. But I'm glad that people are getting behind them, and if they can make a good run, it's good for Iowa basketball. It's good for the Iowa basketball, program, and hopefully good for businesses. But we have a lot of things going on now. This coming weekend, T-Roy, what's going on at the old Harrington's?
Harrington's Pub, babe. It's going to be a great show.
Yeah.
We got Molly Dern will be the headliner that night. She will finish around 9 o'clock, but leading up to her, we have Carl Beatty. I think he'll kick everything off, followed by Scott Stowe. Complimentary corned beef and cabbage will be there at noon. And we'll have $3 drafts of Guinness, Jay Bird.
Mm-hmm.
Or 5. Did I say 3? I meant 5.
Okay, $5
draft of Guinness. We have $3 tall boy cans.
Are you opening early on Saturday?
Yes, we are. We'll be open at 8 a.m.
Man.
I know.
Getting after it.
I know.
Then do it all again on the actual 17th?
Well, not exactly that. I mean, we'll probably open at 11.
I know, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
that's the...
Yeah.
Do you guys just kind of continue it through the weekend type of thing, or I mean, you guys will do the free corned beef and cabbage on Saturday and probably on Wednesday too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, just regular action back to Sunday. Give the bartenders a little bit of a breather.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, excited. All staff members are on board, and it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Hoping that it, last year was a little down because of the.
Well, yeah, you got to make up for last year's
everything
event,
was
right?
everything that was going on. There wasn't a lot of people out because I think everybody knew that the hammer was going to drop soon. This fear of the COVID was out already. People didn't know what to do.
No, last year people were out that Saturday before in big time numbers.
They were out, but it wasn't as big time as you think it was.
Really?
They weren't out. No, they weren't out like before.
I thought that's part of the reason why they suspended everything on the 17th.
People were still out,
Mhm.
but not nearly as much as years past.
What do you think the numbers will be like this year for people going out for St. Patrick's Day?
I'm cautiously optimistic. I still think you have that percentage, a strong percentage that is very cautious and not wanting to go out. So I don't think that it will be as good as years past. I think it should be better than last year, just because you do have the people that have been getting the vaccine. You have the people that have had it that feel like they're fine. So
yeah. There's going to be some people that just, I mean, I don't have a lot of the people in my life that are like, you need to get vaccinated to hang out. You know what I'm saying? But I know there's some people that have said that, especially like if you're close with like your grandparents and they're like, I'd feel better if you would get vaccinated. You go and do it.
Well, yeah, I'm working on getting my dad vaccinated this week, so hopefully it works out.
Is he in line to do it, or can he go get it?
I think he can go
Or
get
is
it.
he
I have a friend that does that up in the Waterloo area. You met her, Jenny.
So is he?
She's helping. She called the dingbat today, so hopefully he called her back.
Okay, so he's kind of like on the fence, doesn't know if he wants to get it yet.
No, he does.
Okay.
At first he was kind of like, well, I wanted to wait and see and make sure that it was okay.
Mhm.
But I think he knows enough now that it's fine, and yeah, he's gonna get it. There's a couple weddings coming up he wants to attend. So
That's cool. I don't even know where am I at on the level of in line to get it?
Well, Jay, I just got something on the T-Roy text thread. It's funny that you bring it up.
Okay.
From the famous Shelley Lang.
Uh-huh.
And she says the next group is 18 to 64. We fall in that group.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know what to do. Where do I apply for this? See, I honestly really wouldn't know what to do. If someone's like, hey, you got to get vaccinated, I wouldn't know where to start. I guess I would call my provider, right? And be like,
call your doctor, see what's going on.
All right.
It's probably not there here yet. It's coming. The rounds are coming for you. But, I mean, they're going to, you're a healthy young man at 45.
Yeah.
I don't care what Sophie says.
That's right.
You're not old yet.
No, I weighed in great today.
Yeah. You weighed in great? You're not overweight anymore?
No, I weighed in for right where I wanted to be.
I didn't. I didn't weigh in.
Oh, well, you got to weigh in.
I already knew it was bad news bears. I didn't need the scale to tell me.
But then they'll give you motivation, though.
I got motivation. I don't need the scale to talk to me. The scale's an a-hole. Big time a-hole.
Well, I like to. I check my weight. I like to take pictures when
I know there's people out there on the text thread asking if we're going to do March Madness brackets this year. Yes, Jay and I will fill them out on air.
Oh yeah, we'll do ours on the air, and then like I said, the ESPN 1170 and the ESPN Town Square Media, they're giving away that whoever wins in the area, I think they're giving away $500. So yeah, we're going to get everybody into signing up for it, and I wish we got to have somebody. We don't have Coral, we don't have Leah. And we had Dana, and we had a couple others, but I like to hear people's input on how they decided to fill out their bracket.
We'll snag someone to get in here.
Yeah, we'll get somebody in here. It's somebody who, but it's finally back, the brackets, and I'll
make Mookie take a day off and come in and do hers on the air.
That would be great. So it's weird because a year ago we didn't get that chance.
I know.
And
a year ago, we were very angry.
Yeah, a year ago, this week, T-Roy, I was floating on air because the NCAA had given me credentials to go cover the NCAA championships. And then they canceled that, so that was no fun.
Little Jaybird almost made it.
Almost made the big time.
Yep.
I was going to go up to the Twin Cities and cover wrestling.
You're like Little Susie from that Tesla song.
And I'm not going to go this year to St. Louis because I would not want to leave you without Coach's Corner because I have a tournament that weekend. Monticello.
What would I do without Coach's Corner?
What would you do without Coach's Corner?
Damn it!
I don't know what you would do. So
what would I laugh at if I didn't laugh at you whistling at people while you're playing softball or volleyball?
I feel bad that I don't have any remorse doing it, but really, it would be different if the coach was 100% involved and took it as serious as I did, and I probably would be I'm not saying a word. But I had to stick my nose where it doesn't belong.
That Coach AT right now.
She wasn't even paying attention. Trust me.
She heard that whistle, Jay.
She didn't know what was going on. But I know when to not stick my nose where it doesn't belong.
Right.
I'll go tonight with Tyson for hitting practice.
There's 3 people in the back line.
Yep.
All right. Are you telling her to hit at one of them?
Uh-huh.
So as you're looking at them, are you counting from left to right, 1, 2, and 3?
Starting with the server, right? You go to if you're looking at server's in the back left, right?
Yep.
The one in the back middle is number 1.
Okay.
Then it goes 2 is the back right. Then it goes 3 front right, 4 front middle, 5 front left, and then the server 6, and that's the fist. So 1 or 2 are fist.
So you're going.
Yeah. Majority of the time, I'm usually trying to do. I go 1 or 2. I give her 1 or 2. I go 1 or 2, and she'll say, let me know where she's gonna hit it. 1. Because the majority of the time they'll kind of substitute in and hoping that the ball's not gonna get there. You gotta understand they're 11.
She's serving right at him, or is she trying to go in between them?
Well, sometimes if she's got a strong enough serve, she'll go right at him and just get after him. But the other thing that's
if she hits that hole, that might be the thing. Get them going at each other, and then which one's going to take it?
Well, the other thing is,
see Jay right here. So the fist 1 would be that hole.
Yeah.
And then 1, 2. That would be the 1, 2.
1.5 hole, we'll call it.
Yeah, the 1.5. 1, 2, or fist 1.
Again, I need to just relax on the whole thing because people are
going to be stealing your signs though.
Yeah, I saw someone else do it, and I had to have a former college volleyball player explain to me what the numbers were.
Okay.
And then I told Soph. But there are little things where I'm like, oh, that was a carry, and then we're not going to call that, I guess. Whatever. We were playing another team, and our team clearly carried it, and the coach for the other team just kept looking at. I mean, the girl's 11 years old,
right.
And he's looking at her that was a carry. And I'm like, you're not going to get the call. She's not going to blow her whistle and be like, oh, old man here says it was a carry. I got to do what he says. Not me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to yell at 11-year-old. I
You're
do
not?
like to heckle. So when they have to referee games,
Yeah.
like my daughter and her teammates, I like to go and heckle her teammates because they're the line judges.
Yeah.
So I kind of get up close and I'm like, hey, she's got a foot fault. You need to call it. And they're like, no, leave me alone. I'm like, call the foot fault. She's not going to learn if you don't call it.
You leave those girls alone.
Yeah, I know. They're like, stop it. I'm like, call it. You use your whistle for something. I know. It's like to poke the bear. Get after it, though. But I admit,
they're like pulling Sophie aside afterwards. You're not anywhere around.
Oh, yeah.
God, what's wrong with your dad?
Yeah, he won't leave me alone.
Weird.
So I'm really excited, though, to get outside and play some softball whenever that, it's wet right now and everything else. And I'm serious. I'm going to be super duper excited, and I'm ready for the season to start. I'm tired of being indoor practicing, and but we're going to do if the league still happens, we have a pint softball. We're signed up.
Do you?
Yeah, Erickson signed us up.
Sweet.
And we'll be
You guys
playing.
have fun with that.
We'll be playing on Wednesday nights.
Have fun with that.
I don't know if I can make it. I got a bad wing.
I got a bad.
I've been lifting through it.
I got a bad everything.
I actually think it's pretty dumb of me, to be honest with you, but I don't want to stop working out. But I've been lifting through some shoulder injuries, and I got a bad elbow problem. Well, this is going to be interesting.
Uh-oh.
You ready?
Yep. Thanks for calling in to Don't Hassle Us Local. Who do we have on the line?
You got Adam on the line for a quick
I
sec.
knew
How you
it.
guys
Hey,
doing
Adam,
today?
what's up, buddy?
Hey, not much. Hey, I just was reading some articles out over the weekend after that big win Illinois had over Ohio State. Hey, they're saying that it would be worth them looking into not playing in the Big Ten tournament just so that way they wouldn't have to worry about the COVID situation from another team bringing it in. Everybody wants a championship. At what risk do you risk a Big Ten title over a possible national championship? Just wanted to get you guys a thought of weigh in on that a little bit.
They're saying it'd be better for like Iowa and Illinois to not even play in the Big Ten tournament?
Correct.
I don't.
I mean, Illinois.
Who's not
the
gonna
way
like
it
that?
sits right now? Illinois is a number 1 seed, but everybody's not going to like that. Are you there, buddy?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, something made a noise. I mean, Iowa can only increase their chances of getting a 1 seed. If they, it looks like they're going to end up going head to head with Illinois. So if they win that game, is the argument that Iowa should be a 1 seed? Yeah, it's there. But I mean, Illinois and Iowa are both going to be a 1 or 2 seed, I think, no matter what, unless one of them gets upset by somebody below them.
Where'd you see the Adam? Where'd you see this article from?
That was on CBS Online. I read it on Sunday. They were talking about the possibility of, is it worth University of Illinois to call up the Big Ten commissioner and say, hey, appreciate the invite, but going to take a hard pass this year. That way we could, concentrate for the tournament, because you don't want to have one of your best players come down with COVID and then not be able to participate as being a number 1 seed in the tournament.
Hmm.
I
know
mean,
it's
if they
far-fetched,
did,
but-
Huggy Bear will get so much garbage from me for being scared to play Iowa. But listen, I think there's a few really nice matchup possibilities coming into this. Obviously, I think you're looking at Iowa saying, I want that second matchup with Illinois. Give them a what for that loss at Champaign. And then I think Michigan is, if Illinois ends up beating Iowa and playing Michigan in the Big Ten title, I think Michigan probably wants to have another crack at Illinois. Purdue's looking to play its way up. I think they're probably going to be maybe a 4 or 5 seed. Purdue.
A couple things here. Whoever wrote this for CBS, is it CBS Sports or CBS.com?
I think it was CBS Sports. I'd have to find it and send it to you.
It's
But,
quite
yeah.
right. I'm just saying the person.
Huggy says he ain't scared, but Huggy's scared.
That tell you what, that person who
pants.
wrote that better be very, very, very secure in their job, because the two things that do not want this to happen is the Big Ten Network and their sponsors and CBS. CBS will air the semifinals and the finals of the Big Ten basketball tournament. So, and the Big Ten, the Big Ten commissioner, you can make that phone call all you want. he's not going to let you. He's not going to let you stay at home.
Well, they'll pull some money if they did something.
Yeah, that's what
I
they said.
can't. Yeah, I
They
mean,
said-
Illinois should want to play. I mean, I can't see that coach saying not to play.
Yeah, I just thought it was interesting that they threw that out there. Like, it is a possibility. What if someone did get COVID and you're out of the tournament? Then, I mean, that's a chance that you don't want to ruin.
Yep.
Especially with the team they got right now.
Well, it's so like right away when you said it, I was like, gosh, that is really interesting, and I could see it. And then my brain went to money right away. That there's just no way, the sponsorship and everything else, and CBS. Like I said, the semifinals and the final. You're just killing yourself with sponsorship dollars and advertising and everything else. So. That's where it doesn't come. I'm sorry, and the bottom line doesn't come down to the players' health and safety. It doesn't. It comes down to dollars, and that's right. Where it's going to come down to. They're not going to say like, yeah, you're right. Good luck in the tournament. Go represent us well. They're going to say, no, we need this money, and especially CBS. I mean, they lost a lot last year because of it. Obviously the dance being canceled. So, yeah. I don't see it happening.
So yeah. So I'm sorry. It was an SI.com.
Oh.
I just looked back on my phone here.
Gotcha.
And it was written by Matthew Stevens on March 7th. So yesterday.
Yesterday. Okay. So then SI. Okay, getting in there and just that makes sense then.
Poking the bear.
That's poking the bear. Just to be like, hey, shouldn't this be more about safety than whatever? Yeah. But they played all year long, and I think at this point,
you listened for a long time. I mean, SI tried to do their NFL rankings. They're not very good at a lot of stuff.
No, they suck. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to throw that. I heard that, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I mean, come on now.
No.
Like you said, why wouldn't you want to see a rematch of the Iowa-Illinois game and Illinois coming out on top twice in a row against a decent Iowa team?
Whoa,
and then,
and then, wait a minute. I thought Adam was an Illinois fan.
Yeah.
You and Huggy.
And then,
you and Huggy need to get an apartment together.
Then I can call Mark up and be like, hey, another good try, but it is what it is.
Van Sever's not worried about you.
I don't know, man. Illinois looks good. They're right on Michigan's tail. Illinois is
they've
good.
Been looking great.
I'm happy with this conference. I'm happy with that we got the winter sports in. I'm happy with we're going to be represented.
Illinois a lot more if it wasn't for Huggy Bear.
Jeez.
It's all his fault.
Well, and another stat about the Big Ten. There's only 3 teams under 500 right now in the Big Ten, and that's amazing. Just conference alone, then you can't beat that.
Yeah,
and having as many ranked as we've had this year, it's awesome.
Which is like Wisconsin's, they're 23rd in the nation, and Wisconsin's not just a pushover. I mean, the Big Ten is so deep, and it's going to be fun to see, how everybody gets seeded, the teams that do make it out of the Big Ten, and it'd be just great if it was like a Big Ten championship, in my eyes.
Right.
Or
That'd be awesome.
3 Big Ten teams make the Final Four. I'd go with that too.
Oh. Heck yeah, that's my wet dream, I think. But anyways, last thing I want to tell you is Jimmy G and Patriots, Belichick looking at him, and also Big Ben writing on the wall, not getting paid worth squat. Company pretty much telling him, hey, this is your last year, telling fans. So you run with that.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it was the Boston Globe that's reporting that Plan A for the Patriots is to go after Jimmy G.
Hey, by the way, just got a text from Huggy. He wants to make out with you.
Oh, goodness.
It's true. So be careful.
And then Big Ben wrote something on a wall?
No, the writing's on the wall.
The writing's on the wall. Okay, guys. I was like, you go to Instagram or something? No, geez. Yeah, the writing's on the wall there. That's for certain. They said, they told him, you're only coming back if you we restructure your deal and make it's for less money. That's
Chopper has a take too, so he wants to call in. What's the number is 391-3776.
We've got 3. Yeah. All right.
Yep. You guys have a good day, man. I just want to throw that at you.
Perfect,
Talk
buddy.
to you later.
Appreciate you. Yep.
All right, buddy.
So Chopper wants to call in.
He says he has a take.
Tell him to call in quick. 391-3776.
I told him.
Okay.
I think he is.
Huh?
Yeah, Huggy said that was the best caller ever.
The best caller ever because he said it.
Best caller ever. Best caller ever, dude.
Decent call. Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Chop Diggity, what do you got?
So imagine this. Since they're up playing all the games in one geographic area. Imagine the fan experience when COVID is gone and they do the same thing. And instead of buying tickets for 8 teams that you get to go see and you get to see your favorite team, you get to pick your games that you want to go to because you can travel to the different venues within 45 minutes. The fan experience would be amazing.
You're saying continue this after COVID?
Yeah.
So
everything's in one area, and then you pick, like the Hawks are playing. So you obviously want to go to that game because that's who you like to see play. That's your favorite team. But then within 30 to 45 minutes, Illinois plays at a different time. And then maybe you got Drake or Iowa State that you want to go see. You get to pick your 4 games instead of them giving you Iowa versus Maryland, and then the other games are teams you don't care about seeing, but you're going to go to them because that's how they sell the tickets.
Where could they do it other than Indianapolis, though? Like, what would be another area that they could do that in? Would Dallas
LA?
be? LA would be that. Would that be an opportunity? Oh man, it's driving around there sucks. But all right, I get you.
Any place that has enough venues that you could travel to. I'm just thinking of the fan experience. I'd pick 4 great games and go to those. Jay, what do you think?
You could do Chicago because you've got a few universities around there.
Right.
And you can also head north up into Milwaukee. So that's why Chicago, Milwaukee could host it.
Could do Philly.
Yeah.
You'd have like DC, Philly,
Mm-hmm.
and even New York.
I'm just thinking other ones around there, whatever else. But yeah,
Could you do Atlanta? Is there enough around there?
How do you do that? I mean, do the state
I think you could do Atlanta.
Does the state make a bid on it? How does that? Because I'm just trying to think how it works for like the
What if you
Super
did
Bowl.
Southern Florida?
Miami, and then what else? Like
Well,
I'm piggybacking on your traffic in LA. I'm trying to figure out where I don't think it's going to be too crazy, and where it would go from there. You know what
but
I'm
Miami
saying?
would still have you have the.
I don't know.
Yeah, I do. It just depends.
Just think about those games on TV and watch them in the first round. There's a lot of fans there for their favorite team, but the teams that don't travel well or don't have that good a year, but they made it in, people don't go to those games.
We do it in Iowa City, and then they come and play at the Betplex.
Yeah.
There you go. Just trying to throw it out, make it local.
Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
No, thank you.
All right,
Appreciate
thanks,
it,
Chopper.
buddy.
Thanks for calling.
Yep. We'll talk to you soon.
Yep, bye.
All right. Okay, that's going to do it here for Don't Hassle Us for Local here on ESPN 1170 AM. We're going to, we'll be back tomorrow. Enjoy your weather. Remember, it's opening day at Hidden Hills. Go check it out. $14 is walk only. You can give them a call if you have any questions at all. 332-5616. That's at 4335 Indiana Avenue. All right, Don't Hassle Us for Local. We are out, Quad Cities. Talk to you soon.
Peace. Today, astute observation.
He's probably happy because he found out Honey Nut Cheerios can help lower cholesterol as part of a heart-healthy diet.
They're even shaped like hearts. So, in lieu of the obstacle course today, I propose a nice meditative nature walk. Does that sound delightful to everyone? Yes, Sergeant!
Happy Heart Shapes are back for a limited time. Learn more about Honey Nut Cheerios by picking up a box at your local store.
Making popcorn for movie night?
Whoa, who are you?
This is your wake-up call from TracFone Wireless. What if every time you tried a new streaming service, you had to buy a new TV?
That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, some wireless companies do that when you switch. Make you buy a new phone.
Right.
But TracFone Wireless lets you keep your phone and your number and your network, and gives you unlimited talk and text starting at $20 a month.
Seriously, who are you?
This is your wake-up call, people. TracFone Wireless. Now you're in control. Oh, you're burning it.
Oh, no.
See terms and conditions at TracFone.com.
So you're what they call an industrial athlete, but this ain't no gym. You're working hard. You got the right tools to get the job done? Would you play football and roller skates? I don't think so. So if your gear is beat up, tore up, all around mucked up, come on in and boot up at Quad City Safety, 5311 Tremont Avenue, Davenport. or check us out at QuadCitySafety.com.
Rilco Lubricant and Service wants you to drive for them. Do you have your Class A or B CDL? Rilco is a fast-growing company with competitive wages, benefits, time off, and has many opportunities for advancement. Plus, no overnights, no weekends. Rilco is an industry leader in the supply of oil, lubricants, and preventive maintenance and is hiring now. Delivery routes available today. To apply, visit their website at rilcoinc.com. That's RILCOINC.com. Start your new career today.
You're right on par in your M&M golf car.
M&M Golf Cars, your authorized club car dealer, invites you to check out the new Onward by Club Car. Onward's all-new accessories personalize nearly every detail to fit your lifestyle. Customize yours at mmgolfcars.com. 0% financing for 24 months through the end of the month. M&M Golf Cars, Bettendorf.
In your M&M golf car, M&M golf cars.
All the sports you need right here.